Hi, I'm Olivia from the ArcGIS Pro team. Today I'm going to show you how to visualize temporal data in ArcGIS Pro using the time slider. Like in our other tutorials, we'll focus on New Zealand. Tourism is an important industry here, so it's important to understand how tourism markets are changing. One recent trend has been a big increase in visitors from China. Today we'll use Pro to visualize that trend in both space and time. This map contains our spatial data. Right now, it's just the territorial authorities, or districts, of New Zealand. And this standalone table contains the temporal data, the proportion of tourists from China to each district over a 21-year period. So eventually we're going to need to join these two components of the data, but we can't do that until we reconfigure the standalone table. Right now it looks like this. We have our years in rows and districts in columns, and the corresponding percentage for each combination is where the two intersect. But what we want is a different arrangement where we have each combination of year, district, and percentage in its own row. To accomplish this, we can use the transpose fields tool to rearrange the table. We'll transpose or rotate all our district fields, so they'll become records in a new field in the output table. The value field will be the percentage, and we'll keep the year as an attribute field. So once we hit Run, we'll see a brand new table appears in our contents pane. And when we open it, we can see that we did successfully get every combination of year, district, and percentage into a unique row. But one problem with this table is that the percentage data has become a text field by default, and we need it to be numeric in order to symbolize it later. So in order to fix this, we'll create a new numeric field and copy it over. We're going to use float as the data type, which just means that we can use decimals. And in order to copy it, we will use the calculate field tool and just populate it with that same information, hit Run, and there are our numbers. And in a similar vein, our year field is a numeric field, but there's actually a special data type called date that we could use, and as best practice, we'll convert that field. There's a special tool for that, which is the Convert Time Field tool. All we need to do is specify the field of interest and its format, and the tool will take care of the rest. So now we're finally ready to join the temporal and spatial components of the data. Let's open up the attribute table for the spatial data real quick. We can see that it also has a field for the names of the districts, so this is the field we're going to base the join on. In the Add Join tool, we'll specify the two tables and the field they have in common, and we'll hit Run. As you can see, the attribute table for the spatial data just got a whole lot bigger. We added all the attributes from the standalone table, and we also added a lot of records to it. That's because each record in the original spatial data has 21 corresponding records of temporal data. So now we have the temporal data attached to the spatial data, and we can symbolize the spatial data based on that. We'll choose a graduated colors symbology and a color ramp. And we'll make sure that we're actually symbolizing the field of interest. The issue with this visualization is that all 21 years worth of data are symbolizing simultaneously, and those symbols are sort of stacking on top of each other in each district. So we're not getting the full story, and to fix that, we're going to enable time on this layer. We do that from the layer properties, and as soon as we do that, the time slider appears on the map. Now we enable time, and real quick we're going to configure the time slider so that when we hit play, it plays back in 1 year steps. Now we can press play and watch how things change over time. There is some missing data here in gray, but despite that, it's pretty clear to see towards the end of the animation that there's a dramatic increase in the percentage of tourists coming from China to New Zealand. And this kind of information is really helpful for business owners, local governments, or really anyone who's interested in accommodating these visitors. Thanks for watching, everybody. In the written tutorial in the ArcGIS Pro help, you'll find more detailed steps, plus an optional section where you can export this visualization as an animated video.